Fight.
Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem of Crypto, episode 1105, I believe. Goodness gracious. Today is Wednesday, June 14th, 2023, and I'm King here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. Today's top stories: AWS experienced outages in the US, but Ethereum kept humming. North Korean hackers swipe over $100 million from Atomic Wallet users. SEC asks for more time to respond to Coinbase's call for crypto clarity. SBF seeks to serve new charges from trial, says proceeding may take years. And Snoop Dogg NFT passport let fans tour with a rapper in digital form. But first and foremost, let's talk about these prices. Yes. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Bitcoin is not coming in hot today, unfortunately. Oof. Listen, I keep telling y'all we shouldn't even been where we are. I expect more slippage before we start pulling in these great gains from the happening. But Bitcoin's coming in back at $25,000, $985. You saw that down 0.41%. Ethereum's at $1,742.76, up 0.12%. Number 6 is XRP at 50 cents, down 4.79%. So it looked like they had a little bit of retrace there. Number 9, Tron is just, I don't know how this happened overnight. Tron just slid up in there, though, at 7 cents at number 9, up 1.15%. And Solana is at number 10, $15.15, down 0.86%. Trending coins, Pepe is still trending now. I think it's been like 5 weeks trending. Jesus coin, also known as Raptor, I guess. I don't know. This is kind of hilarious. Terra Classic, I hate that it's trending, but it is up 4%. With that Jesus coin up 62%. Recently added Grab Coin Club, Garuda Coin, and Rotate. Again, this is why we have 23,000 cryptocurrencies. And if you're looking at Garuda, it literally is like 9,999 Satoshis right now. So wherever that is either a big deal or is a big scam. You know how that goes. All right. Other than that, really quick, I gotta shoot a commercial today, people. Y'all know I'll be on TV. I gotta be on TV today. Zay's still moving in Miami, trying to get his internet figured out. Things are happening, but I did say we wanted to get back to doing our daily shows. Honestly, we don't do the daily shows, and like we will go like 3 or 4 days without doing it, as you all have seen. The news hasn't been that updated per usual, but it's okay. We're still going through regulatory times. We wanted to get back to the daily, so expect odder times than normal, sometimes earlier, maybe sometimes later in the afternoon for the daily show. This one's going to be short because, like I said, I have to run, but I wanted to make sure we at least got through that good crypto news. Listen, I'm going to be the first real A-list actor one day, people, who will be speaking to you every morning and you can actually get in touch with. It will be incredible, okay? It's not going to be like the other actor from the OC who pops up every blue moon to go to Congress to talk about Bitcoin and crypto. I'm here with you every day. There we go. Yep, no complaints. Appreciate that. All right, quick shout outs to the crew before we get started. What's going on? Chloe Dior, Stacking Satoshi, Somebody Developer, PFC Wells. Hell, shout out to Stream Elements, Restream in the studio. Now I was playing Jake Fever. What's going on, everybody? Price Cops. I see everybody popping in. I'm glad to see you all still got those notifications. Good to hear. Let's go ahead and get this show rolling. Like I said, I don't have much time today. I want to cover everything. All right, first things first. I'm sure you all noticed this yesterday. I got about 2 or 3 different emails from different companies I work with. AWS experienced outages in the US, but Ethereum kept humming. Ethereum hummed along through the latest AWS outage, but commentators say its reliance on Lido for staking could cause issues in the future. And I also agree with this. Again, I received the emails from about 2 or 3 companies yesterday that's like, hey, servers are down right now because we're using AWS, so their stuff is down. And while I do appreciate the symbiotic relationship between different companies, whether it be crypto or any online or digital companies, and using the AWS servers, it is kind of a centralized point of failure, as we see here. If anything, I would like to see a lot of these companies and projects back their AWS servers, possibly with some other ones out there. I know when it comes to these cloud computing servers, the competition is kind of low. I think you got AWS. I think you got the guy from Virgin who was trying to do it for a while. And I think, Google is trying to do something with the Cloudflare and all that stuff. So I understand the options are limited, but we have to figure out a backup because to me, these are just like kind of warnings, kind of ripples in the water before the big splash comes. So again, this is Amazon Web Services. It suffered a minor outage, but there was no significant impact on Ethereum network nodes, even though they largely rely on Amazon's hosting. And again, this article is more or less pointing to, hey, what's going to happen if something were to affect these projects that are running on AWS. You can see here this tweet says AWS is down. Ethereum is humming along unaffected. Bitcoin maxis hardest hit. As you can see, a website wasn't able to be reached yesterday. It says many mainstream news organizations, such as the AP, were affected and unable to publish articles. Ethereum advocate even Van Ness observed the outage, noting that the Ethereum network was not affected. It looks like 64.5% of the Ethereum network is relying on Amazon hosting providers, and only a small fraction were even affected due to the outage. But again, this called up the whole, should we be relying on it so much? So I even know this was actually in the this graph, this chart was in the story. You know, I look at headlines first. But yeah, here are some of the competitors. So you have AMS here, which is of course taking up over 50% of all cloud computing out there, 64.5. You have Google Cloud, again, another notable one at 5.2%. I'm not even familiar with Hesner Online. You got OVH, it looks like. Oracle. That's what I was saying. I said Virgin, but I was thinking about Oracle. I can't think of Oracle's CEO name, but he's him, the Virgin Wireless guy. They're all, and I say it in a good way, they all have like that arrogance and bravado. I won't say arrogant. They all have that confidence and bravado about them. But I remember years ago, the Oracle cloud CEO came out and basically was like, hey, we running down AWS. We're going to be the next up. We the best up or whatever. It does not look like that has happened yet, as they've only captured 2.1% of the market share. But again, this is what I mean by, you know, Amazon has the hold on this thing, but we still have to diversify what platforms we use for those web servers. So, and the second thing was, this is a weird tweet. I guess a Bitcoin website or something was down, but to me, this is the same as like Android always talking about an iPhone in a commercial. It's like, who needs an iPhone when you got Android? It's like, if Android was so good, why are you mentioning iPhone? iPhone never mentions Android, so I don't get it. But again, it looks like this problem was figured out and solved, or at least found out after about 20 minutes. AWS issued notices about what was the problem. They said the root cause was connected to a service called AWS Lambda, which lets customers run code for different types of applications. And it looks like it was down for about 3 hours as well. So, you know, not the end of the world. But yes, when you are talking about staking services along the like of that, you want everything to be secure. But we know right now in this space, security is something we just don't have available, you know, readily. But part of the game we play. And again, the good thing is, this to me was a stress test. Ethereum goes through this, or other projects go through this, and they figure out better ways to host their web servers in the future. So I think it's a non-starter, but again, it is a big deal since it is Amazon going out yesterday. That is a huge deal. So it's something we do have to pay attention to and report on. Harmony is saying, doesn't that defeat the whole self-confirmation purpose and decentralization? Yes, it does. But again, this is where we're saying there's levels of decentralization. Everyone is not fully decentralized because there are centralized points of failures. And yeah, if you're thinking like a hacker, maybe you are thinking on a broader level. You're like, all right, I can't hack the project. Let me hack the entire web server. Probably not going to happen dealing with Amazon. But yes, it does add some centralization to the project in general. All right. North Korea's in the news. We blame them again, or is it real? We got real evidence this time. Who knows? But according to Elliptic, a blockchain analysis company, an estimated 5,500 crypto wallets have been affected by the attack. That's right. North Korean hackers swiped over $100 million from Atomic users, is being reported. Atomic Wallet, a non-custodial decentralized wallet, has been hit by a staggering exploit, leading to users reporting losses of their entire crypto portfolios. Again, this is why I am a big proponent of, no matter how great the wallet is, have multiple, right? Literally have multiple. Let's keep this simple. You got $1,000 in crypto. That's your portfolio, right? Whatever. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million. By the percent, literally put 33% of it in 3 different wallets. That way, if you do get hit, you've only lost 33% of your portfolio, not 100%. I know it sucks. It adds more stuff, but I would literally get either 3 wallets. Like, you know, I'm a big proponent of iCoin right now. I have multiple iCoin wallets. I also still have my original Trezor wallet. I also have phone wallets for smaller amounts, my online wallets. Like, I have so many wallets right now, at least 20 wallets on a low end. You can't have enough wallets or whatever. Like, if anything, just make sure you're keeping up with them, keep them in that password manager, and you can go back to it. But again, this is the Atomic Wallet. The fundamental premise relies on users assuming full responsibility for storing their assets securely. The losses from Atomic Wallet heists have now skyrocketed to over $100 million, according to analysis conducted by Elliptic. The alarming figure highlights the severity of the attack, which compromised an estimated 5,500 crypto wallets. Due to the magnitude of the incident, Atomic Wallet has yet to provide any explanation regarding the root cause of these substantial losses, which has led to mounting concerns from frustrated users who anxiously await clarification and reassurance from the company. Now, that part is whack. Shout out to the military, public affairs. One thing they taught us is to lead with transparency. They said, don't start lying, or you might as well be a combatant at that point, according to the side, right? Don't start lying. Like, the best thing you can do is come out day one, first few hours, and say, hey, we have an issue. This is the issue. We're working on fixing it so all of our wallets aren't hit. But right now, it's a lot of them. But you don't just tuck your head in the sand. And that's what it looks like they did. Shout out to iCoin Wallet. Again, you can check out iCointechnology.com, hit in that TGOC 23 code and get 30% off everything. I would suggest doing that to have you that optional backup wallet as well. I know a lot of you have ledgers also and treasures, but those are three popular ones right now. It looks like a lot of Atomic users went to Twitter, peed off. You can see here at Ezra saying, why won't Atomic Wallet give me a straight answer about why they didn't warn me, knowing full well they were being hacked, that it was not safe to use AM last week before I made a transfer to my wallet that was then hacked. Again, I don't know if this is true, but if they knew they have been under attack for more than a week and they didn't warn users in an effort to fix it and not say anything before people found out, shame, shame, shame. I get it. But that is not the ethos of this place, where it's just like money over everything, including customer cybersecurity. Shame, shame, shame. Another user, Real Deal Crypto, called out Atomic Wallet for its lack of updates. It says your last update was 5 days ago. Seriously. Again, it looks like they already knew the problem was there in the background and they tried to fix it before people found out. However, people found out and got hit. Atomic Wallet actually tweeted, saying, just June 3rd, we received reports of wallets being compromised. We're doing all we can to investigate and analyze the situation. As we have more information, we share accordingly. And they're saying at the moment, less than 1% of their monthly active users have been affected / reported. And the last drain transaction was confirmed over 40 hours ago. This is where it's like, again, that word soup, they try to trick you. Don't tell me less than 1% of your monthly active users have been affected, because honestly, the bigger wallets do not have active users on it. They might check their wallet once a year, once every 3 years. I check my Treasure wallet once every blue moon for updates and to make sure everything is still ticking. I don't go to that wallet monthly. I rarely go to it yearly. It's like once every other year type of deal. So for them to say, like, to put this stat out, like, our monthly users aren't being affected. Well, your monthly users probably don't have as much money on their wallet than the people who have it stored long term. So again, I can't beat this dead horse today like I want to, but shame on you, Atomic Wallet. Hopefully they figure out what happened. And yes, if it actually is North Korean hackers, as they're saying, that crypto is gone. We know how that is. Elliptic has linked the heist to the notorious Lazarus Group, believed to be responsible for stealing over $2 billion in crypto assets through various thefts. So it looks like Elliptic is getting blamed for this one, as they have many others in the past. Again, I hope the evidence actually points to them. But if not, then let's not just be placing the blame anywhere. I just put that code in the comments, but again, it's TGOC 23. Is also in the link description as well under the video. All right, next up, SEC asks more time to respond to Coinbase call for crypto clarity. Again, the story is in the headlines, but I just had to mention this. How crazy is that the SEC is not only suing Coinbase and every other exchange and project out there, but when places like and projects and people like the Coinbase staff say, well, hey, can you just give us a clarity of at least why you're suing us? SEC says, well, we need more time to figure that out, actually. That's right. Securities regulator said it will make a recommendation within 120 days on Coinbase's rulemaking request, but adds that the action has no merit. Again, I have to skim through this, but coming from Coinbase, Prog.eth, I believe that's one of their lawyers, he said they repeat the fallacy that they haven't made any decision on new crypto rules. They refuse to commit to any deadline despite the court's explicit order. They instead anticipate making a recommendation in 120 days. And most importantly, they ignore the clear statements of the chair that confirm they have no intent to issue new rules, and instead conflate the evidence of a decision those statements provide with an argument that the statements are themselves a decision. So yes, if it's confusing, it is because it is confusing. The SEC has not given any guidance or clarity in this space, yet they're suing companies left and right along the likes of Coinbase and Binance now. And these two companies who have high-powered lawyers are like, fine, give us the information. Why are you suing us, so on and so forth? And the SEC is coming back saying, well, we need 120 days. Again, if you ask me, it's madness. They couldn't even answer House committee questions. I'm not sure how he's able to still sue companies, go after companies. And even better, I want to know exactly to the Satoshi where all the money is going that the SEC has sued or made enforcement actions against projects to get capital back. Big question. I want to know the answer, and not from Mr. Burns, Gary Gensler. Show me the receipts. You know how the game goes. All right, next up, we got SBF. He seeks to sever new charges from trial, says proceeding may take years. That's right. The U.S. cannot try Sam Bankman-Fried for the charges until a lengthy appeals process in the Bahamas has been exhausted, defense attorney says. You know what? Y'all know me. Slow hand clap for all the real gangsters out there. It looks like SBF has that gangster protection over him. We already knew something was going to happen when he didn't testify in court, but instead the United States sought to arrest him the day before, the morning of, and to throw him in jail. Well, to me, this is a bunch of BS. You're telling me this guy's about to be free for the next 6 to 10 years, doing whatever he wants, spending up all the money before they decide to take him to trial. That's what this story reads to me. Attorneys for former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried are seeking to serve or dismiss 6 charges from his upcoming trial, claiming that it may take years for courts in the Bahamas to rule on whether they will allow him to be tried for these offenses. I mean, that's crazy. They haven't in the Bahamas. They haven't decided they're going to try him. Shout out to his lawyers. It's actually a good tactic. I mean, I'm sure they already paid the Bahamas to where it's like, yeah, you can try us in the year 2033, and that trial won't end until the year 2035, and that's the first one. Boy, I bet Young Thug wished he had the same lawyers as CEO Sam Bankman-Fried, because here in America, good old United States, you don't get to wait that many years just on the run, at least not for the regular people. You wait behind bars on average. So again, this is pretty incredible that SBF may not, or is actually not even going through the process right now, it looks like. But furthermore, they may actually delay the entire process for him for years to come. Not sure if this is going to happen, but it's definitely a headline grabber. We're definitely going to continue following it. All right, and last but not least today, I told you it was a short show. I just had to drop some news off and skate. We're going to end it on a great news story. Snoop Dogg NFT passport let fans tour with the rapper in digital form. The NFT will give holders access to behind-the-scenes content uploaded by Snoop Dogg while on tour. I think this is huge, people. This is really good. Snoop Dogg's an internet, he does international tours. He's been playing in NFTs for a while, trying to figure out the perfect thing. I think this might actually be the perfect thing for him. Like, to me, this is the use case. Don't do anything different. Do what you've been doing and continue on those lines and just add the NFT. And that's what Snoop Dogg did. He said, hey, I'm always out in public. I'm always touring anyway. Wouldn't you like a chance to come join? Hey, Snoop, if it comes with that free Doggy Dog J, I'm there, man. The NFT is happening. But that's right. Rap icon and entrepreneur. I'm not sure why they call him by his proper name, but Snoop Dogg, like, there was the article thing they're doing something Ezra. You think you're doing something special, Ezra? You think you're the first, but Snoop Dogg is like 60, bro. All right, everybody knows his name. Call him Snoop like he asked you to, Ezra. He dives into Web3 once again with the NFT project, which will allow his fans to follow his life on tour. An announcement, the rapper unveiled the Snoop Dogg Passport Series, an NFT collection that provides access to various content, such as behind-the-scenes videos and photos uploaded by Snoop Dogg while on tour. Holders of the NFT Passport will also be eligible for future releases like artwork and merchandise. Oh, man, I don't think this give you the backstage pass. What is this? What is this trash, Snoop? According to the rapper, he's been long pushing things forward and believes digital merch is a part of the future. He also encouraged other artists to follow his steps. No, this is still some cool stuff. And the good thing about having an NFT passport as a musician, artist, and these different things is that you can always change the offerings, right? You can say, today I'm just offering a t-shirt and the new songs and new artwork. In a few months or years, if it gets stale, you can say, hey, I am offering backstage passes. Hell, if it gets really stale, you can say, hey, I'm offering 30 seconds for you to come on stage and karaoke one of my songs with me at a live concert. This thing can go far and wide, so I'm with it. So shout out to Snoop Dogg for, yes, he is. I mean, at this point, I got to give it to him. At first, I was like, all right, he's grifting. But it's been years. Snoop Dogg is here to stay in Web3, NFTs, and crypto as a whole. All right, other than that, that is the show for the day. Like I said, it had to be super short. Unfortunately, I do have to run today. But of course, thank you for watching, checking in. Make sure you smash that like and share. And of course, I will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news.